That was a tight one. About 59 5/8. Around 59 3/8. I didn't have a 30. See, that seems like that's struggling to me more than it should, considering its big 1,100 foot-pounds of torque. If you believe that. What's this thing do? Okay. Getting close. That's about it. Right there. Just a little lube. Make it go a little easier, maybe. Okay, now this is a lefty tighty. It's got a L right there for a left-hand thread. Just like so. I notice these are gotta be real careful you don't cross thread them. Okay. Something ain't very tight here. Quarter in thereabouts. Tonight. Let's make a measurement. Got about, yeah, another turn maybe. Okay. So we need to orient this. This is the front of the tie bar. So this one is, yeah, okay. Well, we're pretty good, I'd say, but this has to rotate this way some. So, like that. I'm not going to put the bolts in it till it's on the truck because, you know, I can't eyeball perfect this lineup. So I'm just going to, it's at about the right length. It should be 59 and 3/8. So yeah, so we're really close. Of course, it's going to go over for an alignment first thing once this is all done. So yeah, so I'm going to hit this with some brake clean, and I'm going to loosely put the nuts and bolts in these clamps, and then I'm going to paint this. Okay, here we go.
So the bottom
one is the one we're starting with. Yes. And this thing's a handful, man. Go ahead and put your bolt part way in. And I'll try to come to you.
Is that far enough?
Yeah.
You want that top one still in too, or
Go ahead and pull that up.
the top one?
Yeah. Okay.
Feels like it went in something.
Got it push and turn. Okay. Oh, oops. Well, we're in the hole, but we're just not getting the thread started, which is gonna be, you know. I think you got it that time though, yeah? Nope. Let me see if I can one-hand it. This thing, it's going to have to be flat to the frame to get a bolt to actually thread. I think we're there. I think we got that one. Yeah, okay. Now go to this one, to the closest to the rear, but I cannot see where this has to be. Is it? Can you see in the hole? Can you see if there's threads in the hole?
I need a flashlight.
Because there probably isn't. I can't tell.
See, I can see that top one. Hold it right there.
Okay.
But my bolt is all the way in, and I'm not hitting you.
Put your bolt in. Okay, I see. Okay. All right, so here's an issue. We're too far threaded in. And pull your bolt back out. Okay, now, can you look in the hole and see?
Mm-hmm. Right there. Yeah, I've got something. I can't pull it back out again.
Okay, good. Now your third one should be automatically lined up. Yep.
Can't pull it out.
Awesome. Okay. It's only one problem with all that. Now that it's in. That was a good drill, though. It was a good drill.
You have to take it out?
Yeah. In my mind's eye, I thought that the pitman arm could go on after the steering, but I was trying to save the weight from lifting all that. But there ain't no way, baby, without taking this bracket off on the track bar that you can get that pitman arm on or off without that bracket being there. So it'd be nice. I was so focused in on this that I missed that issue. So we'll just, that's okay. That's what we got to do. Okay, we just got to do that one more time. Okay, and they're not in very far, so I'll support it, and you go ahead and take them all out. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was going to try to,
One more to come up.
yeah, I got it. I just repositioned my hand. Hold on.
Tight. Like something's not square for me.
I got it to turn a little bit. Sure ain't. So it can't be an odd size. Okay, that's as hard as that gun goes. I gotta get that socket off there. Okay. These get torqued to 41. And since I had those smarts to take a photo before I put this together, these are pointed downward. This crack here is pointed out. I assume that's the alignment guy can look in that crack. That's what my guess is. I don't know. I've never done an alignment. Don't know the first thing about it. So don't hold it against. .41. Okay. Whoops. Hard to do this with one hand. Let's see. Wrong away, dude. Yeah. So 67 on this is what this torques up to. Now that might help actually. Actually, we don't want that to do that, because if it does that, then I'm going to have to struggle with it to get it straight again. That was at 67. Okay. That's 40 on both. 41 is the setting for the, well, at least what I could find. that would be the one right there. That's 12 inches from the end of the tie rod to the center of the, from here to the center is 12 inches when I took it off. And I put it on, so that was according to the manufacturer's instructions. These washers are about just a bit on the smaller side for the for what they, that's what they sent me. They've gotten torqued a little bit or something when they were put on there the first time, and now they're being problematic. I'm gonna need, I don't know, we'll see. See what I'm gonna need. That don't look too bad actually. But I got new ones, so that's the upper. That's the lower. These Chinese metric sets of impact sockets, they're missing sockets out of here. I don't know why they can't just give me a full set. I'll pay for it. You know, I'll buy a damn set of sockets. Just put them all in it. Don't try to fucking read my mind as to which ones I'm gonna use or not, you know. When you buy a set of those, I guess, online, do this much. Make sure that it's a full set. It's got everything you're going to need. They don't seem to have 15s in them. You know. And then you wind up using your good sockets on your impact, and that's a shit deal to do that. It's hard on your sockets, and it's just not good. Not a good thing. You can get hit by pieces of flying crap. But if you don't have the socket, tell you supposed to do it. You know? Wish you had it. I wish I had. I need to torque these. Those get torqued. So do these. I'll get this bracket. You know, I mean, I got umpteen different, like 3 different sets of frickin' Chinese sockets, and these, you know, impact sockets, and half the frickin' kit isn't what I need at this particular junction, and it's not here. I mean, it's just, they just don't have it in there. It's a stupid, really stupid deal. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. More power. Now that's an impact gun. Big Bertha. Doesn't look too bad. It's not all cut up and rotten and falling apart. New socket. This is Castleman from Amazon.com, a full set. It's pretty about the fullest metric set I could get. Get going on the off position. That don't want to come off of there, does it? There she went. I wouldn't pick that up right yet. If that other one is as hard though, I don't have much hope because I can't get the gun on it. I can get this on it though. This is a 21-inch extended length ratchet with a 19. Oh, that one went easy. You kidding me? Something went easy on this project. Holy crap, you gotta be joking. I can't believe it. Wish I could get the gun on it, but it's so well aligned with the passenger side of the exhaust. Oh great, now it's like it's jumping. It's definitely loosening. It's fighting every bit though. Yeah, it's still hard as hell to turn. I hope it's actually coming off. It's definitely loose, but let's give it a little more on the whiz wheel here. If I have to, I can cut it off, but I'd really rather not go through that. I just don't think I can get on it with the gun. See if I can. Maybe with a wobbly, but a wobbly with an impact. I have an impact wobbly, but I just don't. It doesn't seem like a very good plan. But I guess I could try it. if I go between these two pipes, maybe with the wobbly. Probably won't be able to get the gun in there then. Maybe. Yeah, I guess I will. Hang on a minute. Yeah, it's kind of hairball. I don't like it. This gun is not light either. See if I can rotate the gun up out of the way of the rear end housing and then get it on there. Shit, it's kind of dicey. Ouch, right down the armpit. Hot nut in the armpit. Woo! Alright. That did it. Creative work with the impact gun. Got that baby off of there. Yeah. Pretty cruddy looking. Yeah, that's the issue. It's a 15, not a 16. Sorry, my bad. There's so much crap on the nut. It felt like it was a good fit, but it wasn't. Just must have broke all the rust off of it and started to spin. Okay, let's give this guy a try. And that one's off. But it is smoking hot, and I really don't want to touch it. There we go. That away. And that one's off. It helps to have the right size socket. Yeah, stuck in the... It's a problem, man. Rust. Road surface rust from salty mountain passes is always an issue when you're a snowmobiler like myself. I'm a half-ass snowmobiler. I'm not very good at it, but you know, I do it. It's just, this one doesn't have a split in it, huh? It looks like you gotta slide it off the bar. Ugh. Lucky I have bar and chain oil on everything under here. Made it come off a hell of a lot easier. Okay, let's get the new part. Okay, this one's got a relief cut in it, so it can just get... Let's put the relief down so water doesn't pool inside the thing. Yeah, it's like a big muffler clamp is all this is. You know what though, I'm gonna take a break here for a minute and whiz wheel this bracket and paint it. Stand by. Probably really dark under here. I apologize. I don't have any external lighting, so if it's too dark, it just won't make it into the video. Okay. It's reassembly, right? So it just goes back together the same way it came off. Oops. I took it off from the other side and kind of goofed myself up there. Okay. But notice it's all painted up nice. Why put rusty shit back on your truck? I don't like doing that. I mean, if I'd have known that this U-bolt was as pocked up as it is, The threads are okay on it, but it's pocked up, and it's probably fine. But I probably would have tried to source one of these. This bracket that it goes through is sort of like a big muffler clamp. Doesn't really need to be changed up. Oh, there's a brake line in there. Hold on. Gotta get that over. Oops, around the brake. Let's put this on first. That makes more sense. Okay. Now, this goes on. That. There we go. Then our sway bar bracket, bushing bracket, goes on here. And that's gonna lift this and set it on here for the moment, because I want to get the other thing where it's supposed to go before I cinch those down. And that other thing is this here. This is the it's got nice, I don't know, whatever kind of plastic that is. The one thing I see about these that I don't like as well as the OEM was the OEM, you just had to hold the you just had to take the nut off. These require you to hold a bolt on the back with another head, so I'm gonna have to go get a wrench for that. Stand by. Oop. Those fasteners on that feel like they're staked or something, so that when you ram them home, they get tight. They're either some kind of staked fastener that's got like a thread staking in it, or it's a possibly a tapered fit. So this looks different than the picture I had. The picture I had said it had a different looking setup than this. It's been from a different F-150 or something. I don't know. I just had a thing telling me what the torques were on it. Okay, so there's our old bushing and new bushing. New bushing is in place, nuts are on, that's repainted front and back, and the U-bolt. The new one has been painted and all its bolts are on, so now it's time to give those a cinch, and then we're done with this side. The driver's side, she's real tight, but you can get on it with a short socket. I used a 3/8 socket and a 1/2 inch to 3/8 adapter, and the reason I went with a 3/8 socket is because it's you can't get a deep socket in here and get it on there. The fuel tank's in the way, but you can get a short socket with and you need a little extra length to get by the frame rail. Use a 1/2 inch to 3/4 adapter to your 3/4 6-point short socket, and you'll be able to get on the inside one. This is the driver's side sway link rear, so it's doable. I looked at it and I thought, oh God, I'm not dropping the fuel tank. I don't want it that bad. but you don't have to. Don't drop the fuel tank, just do this. Put a vice grip on the other end of it because it's a rubber bushing and it wants to turn. Not turn, but springy, so you lose a lot of your swing on your ratchet. So, man, it's got to be close. I think it's off now. If not, it's got to be damn close. Yep, it's off. Okay, so that's good. It's good to know there. Hope you appreciate that one. That makes almost the whole video worth it. Alright, I'm all buttoned up here. Except for my air intake, I still have that off because it's just easier to access the power steering reservoir for priming this pump and the steering box, bleeding the system as they call it. And so that's why I don't have the air cleaner intake rubber tube to the turbocharger connected. So, how do you bleed this system? I mean, a lot of hydraulic systems, oh, they're self-bleeding. Right, they are, pretty much. They will bleed eventually or not. Some won't. I put in a red head steering gear. You can find them online. More expensive steering gear. Is it better? I don't know. I'm no authority on steering gears, but I like their company. They're nearby, and I don't know. I know of them just in reputation. So I know they're a stand-up operation and that they stand behind their product. So I bought one. And it's now in the truck and it's hooked up and it needs to be bled. So they sent an instruction sheet with it right here that says, and I'll get a shot of it so as you can freeze frame it and read it. Says, after installing the gearbox, fill the power steering reservoir with fluid. That is done. Raise the front wheels off the ground. Also done. But do not start the vehicle. Turn the steering wheel from lock to lock 15 to 20 times the rate of 1 revolution per second. Top off the pump reservoir again. Have one person in the vehicle, another at the reservoir with a container of fluid and a funnel if necessary, ready to pour. I don't have that luxury because I'm here by myself, so at the moment. My wife is off doing her thing. Anyway, start the engine as soon as this happens. Hold on a sec. Start the engine. As soon as this happens, the fluid level drops. Pour in more fluid. The level must be kept almost full or it will suck air back in. Turn the steering wheel just shy of lock to lock 15 to 20 times at a rate of 1 revolution per second. If the steering wheel reaches the far extremes, do not hold it there. Get away from it quickly, meaning the extreme lock to lock. Don't hold it up against the steering lock. And not try to go to the extremes while the engine's running. So why is that? Well, I didn't know this, but the reason it is that apparently, I don't fully understand how these things are designed and engineered. I'm not an auto mechanic, I'm just a guy. From what I've been told by people in the know is that you can definitely overrun the hose rating pressure-wise if you hold that against the lock. So you're backing the boat trailer into that tight spot and you're really cranking on that wheel and it's not going any further, but it just feels better, feels like you're doing more. If you just hold it against there until the power steering pump is screaming, don't do it. It jacks the pressure, skies out the pressure, and will blow your power steering, one of your power steering lines. If there's any weakness in the line whatsoever, it won't take it. Ask me how I know.